everyone, welcome back to my channel. So if you've been following my channel for a while, you may know that at the end of last year I built this new bookcase together with my dad, and it's kind of been the same organized wise ever since November. So I thought I would reorganize my bookshelf and kind of see if I want to get rid of a few books, see if I want to, you know, change the shelving, where the genres go, because I always organize it based on genre. I like that the most, but I don't know, I'm not feeling it anymore, so I'm gonna change it up. First, let's go over to my bookshelf and I will kind of tell you a little bit what I have in mind, and then after that we are going to be doing a little or big, I don't know how big it will be, book unhaul to see if there are some books that I'm not really interested in anymore or that I just didn't really enjoy. So I hope you're going to enjoy this video. I'm really excited to reorganize it because I love organizing and making everything tidy and just getting rid of stuff that I don't need anymore. I'm just going to do this handheld, but this is what my bookshelf currently looks like. On top we have fantasy and sci-fi. Basically these two shelves are fantasy and sci-fi. Then I have some, or basically all, non-fiction books over there. These are some historical fiction, and then some classics and more classics, and some literary fiction, some magical realism, some more just adult fiction, and some non-fiction, and then my graphic novels, some Dutch books, some middle grade and Dutch books, and some young adult and some more middle grade. So it's not really organized that well. These are my classics, even though I want all my classics on one shelf. I want all my literary fiction on one shelf, and this is looking a little bit cluttered. I have lots of room back there. I don't really have enough books to fill up the entire bookshelf, which is a really good sign. So I have lots of room to work with. So my idea is to not really change much about these shelves, to be honest, but I want to lower all the shelves one bit so my non-fiction can fit, I think, there behind my chair. I've got a nice reading chair there. I think I want all my non-fiction over there, all my classics over here, and then all my literary fiction over here, and kind of adult fiction. So I'm gonna see if that's going to work, and then these bottom few shelves, I will see how I'm going to organize that. Okay, but first let's go through my bookshelf to see if there are some books that I want to unhaul, because I think there are a few. So let's go. The lighting keeps changing because I don't know what's happening. Oh wait, that's better. Okay, so I have actually found quite a stack of books that I'm going to unhaul. I thought I would just show you them already. The first one is My Brilliant Friend by Elin. I recently read it and I honestly just didn't really enjoy it that much and will not be continuing with this series. The next one is On the Road by Jack Kerouac. I have not read this, but a guy I was once dating told me to read it because it was his favorite book. So then I bought it, and then later I realized that it is actually a massive red flag. So will not be reading this book. Then we have The Universe in Your Hands, A Journey Through Space, Time and Beyond. This is a non-fiction book all about the universe. I haven't read it, but I actually have quite a few other books that are about like the beginning of the universe and science and how the universe came to be and physics and all these stuff, so I don't think I will be reading this one. The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I recently read it and really enjoyed it, but I just don't think I will be continuing with this series, and if I am, I will just find an ebook or an audiobook somewhere. I'm just not really interested in finishing or continuing with the series soon. So yeah, I don't want this single book on my shelf. Then we have The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. Again, one of these books that I kind of keep on buying if I find it secondhand, and then I don't read it and then I get rid of it again. I just don't think I will ever read this book, even though it is quite a classic, but I just don't think I will ever pick it up. So this secondhand copy is going again. 2 copies of Malibu Rising. I actually have a third one that is signed. It's like a first edition hardcover, so I thought I would just keep that one and get rid of these 2 copies because I don't need 3 copies of a book that I enjoyed but didn't love. You know, I love Daisy Jones and the Six and I love Evelyn Hugo, so I would definitely have multiple copies of those. But Malibu Rising was fun, but not 3 copies worth of fun. Then I have The Light Pirate, which has been on my shelf for a very long time. I just don't really see myself reading it. I'm not really interested in it. So this is gonna go. As well as Queen of Thieves. This kind of looks like a thriller, and I'm not really into thrillers. This also has been on my shelf for quite some time, and I just know myself, I will not be picking up this book. Okay, well that felt good. All the books that I want to unhaul are off my shelf. Right now I'm just going to basically take off all the books off my shelf. Yes, this is gonna be a big project, but it's 9:15 in the morning. I still have the entire day to basically do this. So let's take off all the books off my shelf, clean my shelves, and then, you know, re-shelf some shelves to lower them and create some different heights between the shelves, if that makes sense. Okay, all the shelves are empty and I've kind of arranged all the books in little piles across my living room. I've also decided to actually unhaul some more books. This is my little stack. I'm also going to be unhauling the Poppy Wall trilogy. I've read the first two and I just enjoyed them, but I just don't really see myself reading the last book, even though I'm really close, but I'm just not interested in finishing it, unfortunately. So I'm also going to get rid of that. But yeah, this is the entire pile of all the books. What I am now going to do is lower a couple of shelves. It's very hot, I'm very sweaty right now, but everything is kind of on, but I think I want to change my non-fiction and move it up a shelf, so we're still gonna reorganize even more. And I have so much room, which is crazy. So let's do some more reorganizing. Okay, I think I kind of have everything where I wanted to go shelf-wise, but now it's just reorganizing to make it look nice. I still need to put my plants on there as well, so I need to make sure that there's some room up there. And just organize it to make sure, you know, all the books are lined up and are with the kind of right companions and genre, basically. So yeah, let's tidy this up. It's actually going quite quick. It's 10:15, so this took me an hour. And I'm happy about that. So let's reorganize and finalize the bookshelf. I think I did it. I redecorated my entire bookshelf. I'm going to give you a little tour because it's completely out of focus right now. But I'm going to give you a little tour of what it looks like right now. And I'm very happy. It looks super tidy and organized. So let's go for a little tour. Okay, so up here we still have all of my fantasy and science fiction. I try to kind of organize it with like science fiction and then high fantasy and kind of like young adult fantasy, but it didn't really work that well. But I couldn't fit some books on the shelf below, so I had to do it on like 2 shelves. So it's science fiction and fantasy. Then right here I have some dark academia books, some magical realism books, and then here's like all of my literary fiction and some Japanese fiction and translated fiction. And then below I have all of my classics. I'm very happy that all of my classics now fit on one shelf. And then the bottom shelves, this is all non-fiction. Also very happy that it still fits nicely on one shelf. Then I have some thrillers and then historical fiction back there. And the bottom two shelves are some young adult books. These are my Dutch books, some romance, and then all the way at the bottom are like more young adult and middle grade books. And here I've actually got quite a few shelves left. So I kind of put some little knickknacks there to make it look cute. I'm so very happy, and this didn't take me that long. It took me like 2 hours, which is a miracle. I really hope you liked this video. Please do give it a thumbs up, and if you want to comment something which you don't know what to comment, comment a stack of books emoji, because of course this was all about books and my new bookshelf. Oh, I'm so happy. It feels like a fresh start because it's been the same ever since November. Okay, thank you again so much for watching. I really hope you're having a beautiful day, and I will see you in my next video.